Hey, what's up? This is Damien from Angelwolf Studios. Happy New Year, people. Jumanji. I hope you yelled Jumanji when the ball dropped at midnight, wherever you are, so all this craziness can end. This is going to be my review of 2020 and what to expect in 2021 video. I thought that 2020 was going to be my year. There's a meme going around right now saying, don't say this is going to be my year. Maybe that's a thing you shouldn't do. I don't know. But in 2020, or just before 2020, I was like, yes, this is going to be my year. 2019 was really hard for me. I lost my baby brother. Lost my job. Although losing my job wasn't that bad of a thing. But I got forced into this full time. I don't know how many people know this. I started all of this part-time. And when I lost my job, I had to, it's been working so far, knock on wood, but I don't think I was ready at the time. 2020 came around. Right off the bat, I got scammed. It hurt. It really did hurt. Which hit hard because then COVID came and I wasn't able to prepare anything for, to help me continue. COVID hits and logistics becomes a problem. Especially when you have the people that are helping you or working with are immunodeficient. Is that what it's called? I can't remember. Immunocompromised. Maybe that's what it is. They're older, have health problems. I have normal, respiratory health problems since birth. So I have to limit my interactions with people, especially when it comes to people who are not being careful. So, but then somewhere down the line, Bill by Stevie was the first one to mention this out of the people that I watch. And she mentions there's a lumber shortage on the way. Well, me being a really small business, I wasn't able to afford to go out right away to purchase the lumber that I could need, mind you. Let alone if I did have the money to do that. God damn it! I just shaved, so it's bothering me. Even if I did have the money to do such a thing, I had no place to put any of it. The big box stores raised their prices because less lumber was coming in. I'm going to go into full detail about this in another video. But the gist of it is more people were using lumber, but they didn't have enough people making the lumber. So places like the big box stores and, everywhere that sells lumber are raising their prices. It goes a little bit deeper into than that, but that's the gist of it. And then towards the end of the year, I get scammed again. Etsy has a very poor track record. Another video coming just for that. So, but there were good things that happened in 2020. They were spread out. They weren't like lumped up so I can, be really excited about 2020 or anything like that. But there were some good things. One of which is brand new tools. Can't remember, it was a few months that I had to shut down. I think it was like April to August. So 4 months I was shut down. Um, not getting any new orders or anything. So like I had to get assistance, and the assistance helped me pay rent, ship off late um, projects, and the little bit that was left over, I did use to get a few new tools. Um, I also used the time to get in some wood organization. Um, Basically, just getting things in order so that I know where everything is, especially my scrap wood, so that I know if I need something, I know where it is to get it, and it's not going to waste me waste my time getting it. Um, Another good thing about 2020 is I learned some new techniques. Um, I've gotten better at laminating. Um, I've learned how to use splines. There's a lot of different woodworking techniques that I've learned, especially the ones that help me with my time management. Um, One of the other things that I'm having a problem with is the fact that when you're talking to somebody about a project that you're having to do or that they would like you to do, for example, somebody wanted to buy a table. You have somebody asking me, how long is it going to take? What's the turnaround time? Well, the minute I say it's going to take 10 to 12 weeks, a lot of the time, I have already lost that person. They don't want to wait that long, even though, and really in some cases, depending on what's going on, it is going to take that long. Like if I'm doing a fully custom table, it's going to take that long. There's a video coming about that as well, um, explaining how the whole process of ordering custom tables from me, and what goes on behind the scenes and stuff. Um, and like one of the final good things that came out of 2020 is, or well, yeah, it came out of 2020 is that COVID brought me and my son closer together. My son, as most people know, lives in Germany, so I don't get a chance to see him face to face unless we're on a Zoom call or something. Um, but because of COVID, because of all of this stuff going on, we've been in contact with each other a lot more, which has helped our relationship with each other. I know it's not business related, but I thought I'd throw that in there because, that's a good thing. So, 2020 is over. It's done with. We can breathe. A lot of the problems that we were having in 2020, we just have to work hard to keep them away in 2021. This year, and this is not resolution. I don't do resolutions. I really don't, because resolutions are just promises that you're going to break, not promises that are meant to be broken or whatever. But people say it's something it's a thing that you're gonna break it. You're gonna break that promise with yourself. I might talk about this on my personal channel sometime because I really have I have an opinion about resolutions that goes pretty deep. So, so what I'll be doing is I'll be further tweaking my time management. Um, I've gotten, if you order a coffee table from me, it'll, as soon as I get all the materials, it takes me 2 weeks to build it and put it and get it out the door. If you, the same, I'll be explaining this in my custom table video, but um, that's the gist of it. So it's like, I don't want you to wait, so long for it, for the table. But I want to be able to give you an exact date and time when things are going to happen. I want to be able to do this. And then on my social media, I want to go ahead and if anything happens, I want to put that on my social media so that everybody can go there, look at it, and say, "Oh, this is what happened. This is the reason why it's going to take a little bit longer." There's usually no like major reason for anything unless I get injured or if I'm sick, um, which knock on wood hasn't happened for a while. Um, there was that 2 days where there was a swarm of bees that was resting at my house. I'm allergic, so that's a problem. Um, one thing I did notice while working on my time management is I can't just look at the calendar and say, or not say, but like treat it as if it's just a calendar. Um, because there are days where you have to take a break. Christmas season, you have to take a break. Um, Thanksgiving weekend, you have to take a break. Things like that. And that's prompted me to want to take December's off from now on. So, as of right now, I'll be taking orders or whatever until, and they'll be scheduled. The last ones that'll be scheduled for 2021 will be delivered. Either the last will be sent out either the last week of November or the first week of December, and then that's it for the rest of the year. And the reason being is I want to be able to, have time to make gifts, rest, see family, and so on. That's one of the things over this like past December that's been like keeping things from going forward. Besides the stupid lumber shortage, which I really have to go into detail on that in another video. Another thing that's coming back, yes, I say coming back. If you remember, if you've been on my Instagram, then you know that I've done something called Design Sundays. Design Sundays, excuse me. Design Sundays is when I sit on a Sunday, I do nothing else but work on prototypes. What do you mean by that, Damien? The thing is, like, I'm working on other products to go into the store. I don't want to just sell tables. I do have some other smaller items that I would love people to buy, but I need to work on getting them getting prototypes of them first. Because if I wind up going back to selling on Etsy, which I'll talk about that in a second, um, then I need to have pictures of actual products and not pictures of drawings or um, 3D rendered models of whatever it is I'm making. So, um, with that said, as of January 1st, 2021, my Etsy shop is closed because of the few instances last year. I can't afford to let people scam me anymore. I can't do it. You have an entire Reddit full of complaints. You have forum after forum full of complaints about Etsy and their practices. It's ridiculous. Like I said, I'll be getting into that in another video in more detail. Now, those are the things that I'm going to be doing in 2021, but I do hope to have some other things happen in 2021. One of which is, like every business owner, I would like to expand my business. Again, I don't want to just make tables. I don't want to just make the few things that I'm already making. I want to make more. I want to be able to hire people so that I can get these things done. I need a bigger space because right now I'm just working out of my carport. I needed not just a bigger space, but a heated space, so that I don't bring, the dust and everything into my house, where I'd rather have it clean. I want to be able to help people. That's basically it. 2020 has put so many people into unemployment. It's ridiculous. If we got ahead of this thing early on, we might not have lost so many people or so many jobs. But I want to be one of those beacons of help in 2021 where I'm providing jobs with a living wage to people who need it. Every purchase you make is going to help towards that. And another thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be attempting to go back to streaming. A couple of years ago, in 2017, I was actively streaming on Twitch under the name Ribo Plays. And I stopped because between that and the stress of my job at the time, it was just not working. And then I got, this full-on panic scare from my doctor that basically said, "Oh, you only have a year left to live." I hate doctors. But yeah, so I want to be able to walk up to people that are, are having a bad time because they're unemployed or whatever. I want to be able to say, "Come work for me. I'll pay you $15 an hour, plus benefits. Come work for me." I already know that some people will not want to stay at a job like this. I'm not expecting everybody to love what I do. But if there are any creative people out there that are looking for jobs, I want to be able to give them a job. Because I know if most creative people are anything like me, doing anything creative keeps the creative mind going, and when you see the happiness on the other side, that's always a plus. But again, I already know that not everybody's going to love this job as much as I do. So lastly, I say lastly because it's the last thing that I thought of. But I've been talking about this for I don't know how long. Druid's Table's coming soon. Every time I want to sit down to do the first episode, because the topic is still so fresh, I keep getting more information, so I have to tweak what I want to say, and then something happens and I run out of it. I don't have the time, so. But I'm gonna do my best to get Druid's Table out. I want to do it by the beginning of February, if not sooner, because there's a lot to do, and a lot to say, and I really hope you guys will enjoy it. If you like, go over to search for Druid's Table on YouTube, and go ahead and subscribe already so that you know when I drop the first episode. Alright. I think that's it. 2020, bad. 2021, hopefully good. Yeah, basically that's it. I hope you liked this, enjoyed this video. There are lots more to come. I'm planning on doing a lot more content this year, because why not? Document. I'm going to try to document as much as I can. I am not. This is not a woodworking channel. But I will try to do my best to see what I can do on what content I can show. Yeah, so until then, I'll see you in the next video.